Hey, you won't believe what happened. July 8th, 2014, Brazil, home soil, World Cup semifinals, the entire nation watching, kids wearing yellow jerseys, faces painted green and gold, believing they're about to watch history, and knowing that in 29 minutes, their football would be murdered. It makes what happened next 1,000 times more brutal. Because this isn't just about a loss, this is about the exact moment, the precise second, when Brazilian football, Jogo Bonito, the beautiful game, everything they believed in, got destroyed live. On television, in front of the entire world. I mean, can you imagine? Let me paint you the picture. Brazil versus Germany, Estádio Mineirão, Belo Horizonte. The semi-final, everyone expected Brazil to win. Home advantage. The crowd roaring so loud you couldn't hear yourself think. This was supposed to be their tournament, their moment, but here's where it gets messy. Brazil's walking into this match without Neymar, their superstar, injured, broken vertebra, gone. And their captain, Thiago Silva, suspended. 2 yellow cards, not there either. 2 massive psychological blows before the whistle even blows. The players who were there? You could see it in their faces during the national anthem. Something was off, eyes wide, tears already falling. They weren't just emotional, they were terrified. And in football, once fear gets in your head, 11 minutes in, Thomas Müller scored.
Kroos with the delivery, Müller with the sidestep, and he now matches his tally of 5 goals in South.
Brazil 0, Germany 1. Okay, fine, 1 goal. You can come back from 1 goal, right? This is Brazil. They've done it before. The crowd's still there, still believing, still chanting. But then, 23 minutes, Miroslav Klose.
Got through to Kroos.
Brazil 0, Germany 2, 24 minutes, Toni Kroos.
Played it into that position.
Brazil 0, Germany 3, 26 minutes, Toni Kroos again.
Day for Brazilian football. Khedira,
Brazil 0, Germany 4, 29 minutes, Sami Khedira.
0, Germany 5.
Brazil 0, Germany 5. 5 goals in 18 minutes, 4 goals in 6 minutes. Listen, I need you to understand what that means. A World Cup record, the fastest collapse in knockout match history. Germany didn't just score goals, they broke Brazil's mind. The camera cuts to the crowd, Brazilian fans, some of them kids, maybe 8, 9 years old, ripping off their jerseys, throwing them on the ground, crying, full-on sobbing, grown men with their faces in their hands, mothers holding their children, trying to explain what they're watching. And here's the thing that gets me. By the time it's 0-5, it's not even halftime yet. Germany could have scored 10, 15. They stopped out of mercy. That's not football anymore. That's a funeral. So, what happened? How does the best football nation on earth, at home, in a World Cup semi-final fold like that? People still ask, was it Neymar's absence? Was it Thiago Silva's suspension? Some say yes. If Neymar played, it would have been different. If Silva was there to organize the defense, this doesn't happen. Others say no. Germany would have crushed anyone that night. They were perfect. Tactical masterclass. But I think it was deeper than that. Brazil's football philosophy, the whole idea of Jogo Bonito, it was built on flair, on individual brilliance, on Neymar doing something magical when you needed it most. But that day, that team had no plan B, no defensive structure, no mental fortress to fall back on when things went wrong. 1 goal and the cracks showed, 2 goals and the panic set in, 3 goals and it was over. The mind broke before the body did. Toni Kroos, man of the match. 93% pass accuracy, 2 goals, 1 assist. He didn't even celebrate the second one. Just jogged back to the halfway line like, Come on, guys, this is embarrassing now. Final whistle.
Ring around.
Brazil 1, Germany 7. Oscar scores a late consolation goal that means absolutely nothing. The crowd barely reacts. Some fans have already left. Others just sit there, staring at nothing. And here's what you need to know about what happened next. Brazil's 62-match unbeaten streak at home in competitive matches. Done. Over. Their worst ever World Cup defeat, equaling a 6-0 loss to Uruguay back in 1920. Almost 100 years. And this is what brings them back to rock bottom. The memes started instantly. Twitter exploded. Reddit crashed. The entire internet turned this match into the most viral football moment in history. And every year, on the anniversary, it trends again. Because some wounds, they don't heal. Brazilian players from that squad. Some never recovered. Dante said years later that he became a mental wreck. David Luiz, in tears after the match, apologizing to the entire nation. The coach, Luis Felipe Scolari, resigned months later, his legacy tainted forever by those 29 minutes. And the fans? Gen Z Brazilians, kids who were 10, 11, 12 years old in 2014 still cite this as their first major heartbreak. The moment they learned football could hurt you. So here's the big question. Did Brazilian football actually die that day? Some say yes, that the entire philosophy, the joy, the creativity, the belief that skill beats system got exposed as outdated, that Brazil's been chasing shadows ever since, trying to copy Europe's tactical discipline but losing their soul in the process. Others say no, that this was the wake-up call Brazil needed, that it forced them to rebuild, to modernize, to stop relying on individual magic, and start building teams. But honestly, I think the truth is somewhere in between. Because yeah, Brazil changed after 2014. They became more pragmatic, more defensive. But have they won a World Cup since? No. Have they looked like the Brazil of Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo? Not really. The 7-1 didn't kill Brazilian football, but it killed something. Maybe it was innocence, maybe it was arrogance, maybe it was the myth that Brazil was untouchable at home. Whatever it was, it's gone now. And every time Brazil steps on a World Cup pitch, you can see it in their eyes. That memory, that trauma, that scoreboard that said 0-5 before halftime. Germany scored 5 goals in the first half and then basically stopped. That's not mercy, that's pity. If you remember where you were when this happened, drop a comment, because I guarantee everyone who watched this match remembers. Everyone. The exact moment Brazilian football was killed, it wasn't a moment, it was 29 minutes, and the world watched it happen.